Hello everyone, welcome to another Splinterlands stream. My name is Holazar, I'm here in Australia land, and I haven't yet claimed my end of season rewards, so I'm going to press that button and we're going to see what I'm going to get. Hey Jagged, welcome, hope you're well. Claim up these rewards from the season that was. Going to see what I get. Oh, yeah, let's look for those gold legendaries. Didn't start off with one. Hey, Rift Summoner, welcome. Okay, and what's next? It's a Blood Maker. Hey, Carlo, welcome. That's not a bad third card. Gold foil. 912 DEC. Oh, that's a pretty good first row. I'm not angry. I might get angry. Oh, here we go. Here's a legendary. Ooh, it's Jared Scar. That's my first Jared Scar. Don't have any till now. Bit more DEC. Some more DEC. Even more DEC. Some potions. Oh, so much DEC. Give me cards. I want cards. There's a normal card. More normal cards. I want more cards that make the screen shake. Please. Give me those. No, it's a whole bunch of commons at this point. Couple of nice DEC caches though. And these are champion level chests, so I don't know. I'm hoping that we'll see another legendary. There it is. Almost on cue. It's a Jin Bilka. Oh my god, and it's a gold foil. That means I've now gotten 4 gold foil Jin Bilkas, and I can now max one out in gold foil form. So you saw it happen live. Wasn't hoping for it to be actual gold, but I'm glad that it was. That's a good start to my Splinterlands day. Let's proceed onwards. Lots of DEC, lots of these commons. 2 DEC caches of identical size, and the last one was a Pelican Mercenary. So we got a pretty good outcome there. Jin, gold foil, a Jared Scar, which is going to shake in the middle of my screen like a crazy chili person. And that's it there. Now, the position I find myself in was finishing last season in Champ 3. Death the Splinter protests the use of the vile words. Watched it live. Well, unless, of course, you're watching the recording, in which case you missed out very thoroughly on the opportunity to win 10 packs, which is what Splinterlands have given me today to give away to some audience members. So I haven't decided how I'm going to give those packs away yet, but we'll think of something. We will think of something. Hey, Farfire. So I'm going to jump on in and get started on my Dragon Focus. Hey, Techie, good to see you. And we'll examine what our opponent has been doing of late. They seem to be playing the Death Splinter, so they're with you, Jagged. They are trying to make other things unalive, and I'm going to try and make their team unalive through the use of my own creatures. I think I'm going to go with Selenia here and see what we can do with Green Splinter, because it is Little League and I want to try and use some ranged people, particularly Grenadier and that. Yeah, I'm just gonna spam in everything that's got something ranged. And then who's our tank gonna be? I think I might go with Triceratops. They've got the most health out of the available options, unless I go for Hill Giant, but they're... Now let's go with Hill Giant. They'll get some extra speed out of Naga Assassin. We'll see how we go. Welcome to the stream, Outlaws. Hope you're having a good day. I am slightly concerned about the fact that they have a lot of magic damage. See if we can withstand the enemy assaults here. This is my first game of the season, so if I lose, it's back to Gold League for me. Favorite Splinter is probably Life. Probably, but it's always changing. It depends. It depends. You ask me on different days, you'll get different answers. But always enjoyed Life Splinter. And I'm going to enjoy losing here. Yep. So back to Gold League for me. And thus begins the climb back to champion, with the foundation of Gold League being the only crumbly thing I have left to stand on. So let's see how many games in a row I lose before I can sit in Diamond League and actually use my max level cards. It might be a few. It might be many. I don't know. I've got a Dragon Focus today, so I can play whatever Splinter I please. But I don't know. I might go Dragon Death here because of the rule set. They're probably going to bring their Lord of Darkness along. Probably. Let's go with Biz Kitty on account of the fact that we've got the Earthquake rule set. And we'll have a look at what flying captain types Death Splinter has. Pegasus is a good flying captain type. We probably... Oh, I am in pain right now because I'm remembering that I'm in Gold League and my cards don't have all the abilities that I expect them to. So I'm going to put Manticore in the back so they can do some thorny stuff. And we are going to use Snare. I'm going to bring along Grenadier as my snare, so I've got 2 snares in play. I'll leave 7 mana for a tank, preferably one that has flying. So many choices, so many options. No, I'm going to go with a non-flying tank and just roll Dragon Jumper. Then I'm going to put the chicken in as my... Oh, I don't know, I'm not confident about this team. I've put it together very, very poorly. So as I was saying earlier, I have many packs to give away today. So we're going to do a bit of an interesting thing in terms of a giveaway. I like comedy, I like humor, I like to laugh. It is now your task to make me laugh. So in the chat, I want to see people post a Splinterlands related joke. Best if it's a one-liner. It will allow me to judge it in a good way if it is a one-liner. But hit me with the words and the jokes and the comedy. And if you make me laugh, who knows? You might find yourself with a pack at the conclusion of this stream. Hey Matt, good to have you here. Yeah, I went with Kitty here just because I felt like it. And it didn't help me out at all. And now that's 2 games and 2 losses. And that is where I find myself. Back in Gold League, where I probably belong. As a citizen of the capital of loss. Alright, we have Spreading Fury and Lost Legendaries. Opponent seems to be playing a tiny bit of everything, so they are quite unpredictable. They also have an Enchanted Defender, which you don't see much of. So Lost Legendaries and Spreading Fury, we want to do something that's going to focus our fire into the enemy. Now, why wouldn't we use Biz Kitty here? It feels like it would be foolish to do anything but. And Lost Legendaries makes this one tough because the 99 mana set Legendaries are generally what you want to play, but you cannot do it in the rule set. So I'm going to play cards that are basically legendary cards. Gauladon, it's an epic. Phantom Soldier, it's an epic too. Warchang, that's also an epic. In terms of having something that is a tanky boy, I was thinking Lord Arianthus, but guess what? That's a legendary. Hey, Uriel Magico, good to have you. What am I going to tank? I really should upgrade my Nightmare level. Effort. Effort and expense. It's both of those things. I'm thinking I want something with... I want Magic Reflect. Ideally, I want both Magic Reflect. You know what? I'm going to risk it without Magic Reflect and just go with Onyx Sentinel. And now I want some damage. Octopiter does damage. And Sandworm does damage. I probably could have had another magical damage dealer involved here, but we will see. The Void is going to be useful. The non-magic damage dealing is also going to be very useful. I'm actually pretty happy with the team that I've played here. It stands every chance of winning, even against a Flesh Golem. Alright, so currently, Jagged is the only one in the running for the giveaway, with their one-liner joke about, we no longer invite the revealer to children's parties. The trench coat is a big red flag. It's a pretty dark sense of humor there, Jagged. I like it. Does anyone else wish to challenge with a joke for a chance to win a Chaos Legion pack? Because I've got many of them to give away. 10 packs to throw into the audience, and it doesn't feel like you guys are a bunch of screaming like pop fans or a metal mosh pit, you know, extending your hands up being like, packs, give us the packs. So hit me with a joke, you'll have a chance to win a pack. Hey JBEC Saints, welcome, hope you're doing well. Healed out 17 mana. And everyone I've played today has seemed to have had a death focus. That or I'm just playing the same person again and again and again with my excellent lack of attention as to whether or not I am fighting the same person. I think it might be time for Death Splinter myself. Daily focus today is Dragon. I'm very lucky. Very, very lucky that it's Dragon on the first day of the season. With no healing, I might go with Thaddeus, and let's go with the Weaken. Oh, I forget that I'm in Gold League and my cards don't have all the abilities that they're meant to. I'm playing with a champion mindset in Gold League, and it feels bad. It's painful, because I thoroughly have no idea what I'm doing. We're going to dump Thaddeus, and I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with Dragon, because that is my focus. I'm going to go with Fire, because I want to use Ifrit Elder. And in the absence of anything of consequence, we're going to throw in the Grenadier. We'll go with a Halfling Alchemist as well. We'll throw in the 0 mana distractions, and the plan is to let Ifrit Elder have the last say. That is an interesting enemy team comp. They didn't bring a redemption. If they brought a redemption, I would be a very dead person. But having said that, I'm pretty sure I should be able to do well with my last stand. I'm gonna die. But am I gonna have enough health here to navigate? Not anymore. Not since the poison. Not since the poison. He was a brave man, the Ifrit Elder. But then he got poisoned. And then I got sad. Because that's a 25% win ratio for me for this season. That's not great. It's not excellent at all. Alright, we've got a life splinter player. And everything has snipe. So I guess we're going to see a shield bearer. And that is a red flag for me not to play any magic. Not magic, any ranged creatures. So Selenia's out. Let's go with Daria instead. And Map is challenging me. He wants to have some destruction. I will accept that challenge after this. I think I'm going to go with Life Splinter myself here. And I don't want 4-mana stuff. I want sneaky stuff for this battle. So I want to bring these two along. And if everything's going to have snipe, well, I'm going to try and ignore that rule set and not bring anything that is vulnerable to snipe. So we'll go with the Harpy. What else can I get for 3 mana? Let's go with the Crystal Werewolf. I don't think that it's the mic that's making the strange noises. I think that's the music that I have in the background. Is that better? Perhaps that's better. Let me know if that is better. It should be better. But I am a strange noise all on my own. I had the music really super quiet. So, I don't know. Let me know if it's still making the strange noises when I speak, unless you're referring to my voice, because my voice is a strange noise. It's probably because I'm sitting a lot further away from it than I normally do. Is that good now? I don't know. I have 23 seconds left to lock my team in here. Let me do it. Yeah, I was too far away, so the gain was... Yeah, the gain was picking up too much. That, and I was probably knocking the cable while moving my leg. Thank you for letting me know. Appreciate it. Let me see what's going to happen with this battle, and then we will fight the mat and see whether or not we win. I think I'm on a good track here if my Silver Shield Assassin can hit with any level of consistency. But I don't like my chances. Chances? Chances. I don't like my chances at all. I'm not going to win. I'm destined to lose every battle this season. Let's lose another one against my old friend here, Matt Clark. Oh, look. We'll be playing in Diamond with all of our cards. So let's see what we're going to do. We've got Equalizer and Evens. Fire Splinter's not allowed. And we're going to do this and go dark while we pick our team and decide what we're going to play. It's Evens. Playing Dragon would be too obvious, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think I know what I'm going to play. I am going to go down a dark, scary path where you're going to see the clash of two Splinterlands sort of whale-like card collections here. And I'm going to do my best to represent the most glamorous and gorgeous cards that I possibly can. And my team is submitted. I wait for Matt to put his team together. And then the big reveal. Here it is. Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. So I said we were going to be playing like Clash of the Whales here. So we have my team which is full of legendary and epic cards. And then we have Matt's team, full of legendary and epic cards, also exclusively. We put them down on paper. I'm pretty sure the team Matt has fielded is more valuable on account of the Archmage Arius here. But oh, those demoralizers hurt. All of those demoralizers seriously hurt. And of course Kraken's going to retaliate. And the one thing I like about this is you don't have a cleanse. So my Halfling Alchemist is going to have some influence. But the bad thing about that is he's running out of people that can protect him. And he's running out of people that can protect him very quickly. Because Cornelius cannot do it anymore. And Kron is going to be facing into an absolute thunderstorm of magical energy very soon. That he will also not survive. Let's say a skip to results and not let Matt have the satisfaction of seeing the entire battle play out on the stream. But we'll watch to the end. We have to watch to the end. Because that's the only way he'll be truly satisfied. I am the loser. The absolute loser. Now, Jagged, since you're the only person who actually gave us a joke, other than the team I just submitted, send me your in-game name and I'll be sending you a pack as part of the giveaway. Well, hit me with that joke. Hit me with that joke, Outlaws. I'll be giving a pack to Jagged, but if anyone else can make me laugh with a good-natured Splinterlands joke, chuck it in the chat now. You've got until the end of this battle, and then I'll give away a second pack to another winner as well. Alrighty, we got Spreading Fury and Healed Out for this one. Now, what are we going to do here? I might go with... No, I'm gonna play into this whole Spreading Fury thing. And I'm gonna go with Daria to make my people as angry and as vicious as possible. And we're gonna go with Fire Splinter. There's no healing, but I just want retaliates. And Fire Splinter has retaliates aplenty. No, they don't. I'm so indecisive about what I want to play today. It's the start of the season. I've started terribly. And now it's that form of time where it's like, I've got to try and save myself. I'll try and save myself by making increasingly poor decisions. It's that sliding scale, you know? What else can do sneak? Let's go with this guy. And we will go with this and this. We'll go with some... Oh, we don't have the extra speed because it's not Diamond League. The pain and the misery is unlimited. That's all I have to say on the matter. Well, it was prophetic there, Real Magico. The chicken did die first, thanks to Pelacor Bandit. But I know what they're trying to do here. They're trying to hit with as much speed as possible to get their dodge figures up as high as possible. But I think I see through their ploy. Oh, Matt's sent me an Essence Orb. Do we open up the Essence Orb? Do we raffle off the cards in the Essence Orb? Or do I hold that Essence Orb forever? I feel like I need to open it. I feel like I need to open it and see what our outcome is. Well, we got 19 rating points for that one. and a little bit of progress over to the quest. I'm going to send the first packet over to Jagged, copy over their username. So that leaves us with 9 more packs to give away for today's stream. And I really quite liked your joke as well, Outward, about how the Kraken consumed an enormous amount of seamen because it destroyed everyone in battle. Very, very amusing. And I'm sure that you wanted to just hear that be read in my voice. So there it is. So feel free to throw me your in-game name in the chat there as well, Outwars. And I will send you a pack as well. Of course, there's always an ulterior motive with these sorts of things. I've been streaming on Twitch for a while. I know how Twitch works. I do know how Twitch works. And Twitch chat is one of the most, I don't know, horrid? No, I wouldn't say horrid. No, it's one of the most marvelous places on earth. Alright, that's all the joke packs I'm going to give away for the time being. We've got 8 more packs to give away later, but I don't think I've ever opened up an Essence Orb. So let's do this. Thank you, Matt, for sending this through. Let's open this on stream, and either Matt is going to hate every fiber of his being because of what we may get. I don't even know what cards are contained within Essence Orbs. We're about to find out. We've got a standard pack, commons and a rare. The rare is an Undead Archer, an Enchanted Defender, Goblin Chef, Molten Ogre, and a Molten Ogre. It's probably a good thing you sent me that pack, Matt. It's it would have had more value had it stayed closed, that orb. I think the Goblin Chef, there's some of your very favorite cards in there though. Absolutely. I know you like the Enchanted Defender, but that's a depressing draw. That's a very, very depressing draw. So we still have 8 more packs to go. It was contaminated by living in your account for so long. It's contaminated by your armies of flesh golems. It has to decay somehow. It's subject to bit rot. Alright, we've got Earthquake and Close Range. That works well for Dragon. I'm going to go with a Blitzkrieging Dragon team. I'm going to try and go for some extra speed as well. Yes, Orb was the mini edition of Beta, that is correct. So I have no idea how much an Orb pack was worth, but Matt sent one to me. I used my potions. I opened it. If you want those cards, Matt, let me know. Otherwise, if you feel like we should give them away to the fine people who are here watching me torture myself, I am happy to do so. Well, it wasn't $68 worth of cards in that pack. It certainly wasn't. Certainly was not $68 worth of cards in that pack. Alrighty, we will do that as well. Meanwhile, I'm going with my favorite card, the Pellicor Defective. And he's going to be joined in his investigation because he's trying to detect why he is defective. Mainly because his backfire never works. And we're going to throw some more flying creatures in. That can absorb any snipe. And finally, that leaves us with 8 mana. And for 8 mana, I think I know who I want to have in my team. Phantom Soldier. He is a Phantom Soldier. Okay, our snares are going to be mighty ineffective. And we have to navigate through 2 resurrections. But hopefully, our Deceiver can dodge some things. At the very least, we're going to live for a little bit. There's a nice backfire. Oh, double backfire. Absolutely beautiful. Well, it's a good thing that Krallis didn't get resurrected. That'd be annoying to have to deal with. No more backfire there. So we've had their resurrections squandered on the lone boatman. I don't know if it's exactly been squandered on the lone boatman, but hey, here we are. Now we've gone through all of the resurrections. It's a real pity that Void Dragon doesn't have a backfire of their own. But it's time for our friend Dragon Jumper to come along and go pew pew pew. And slowly take down the enemy team, one by each. But I do need them to consistently dodge these attacks. And hopefully, with the speed, yes, good, we can concentrate fire on Krallis using the wonderful powers of opportunity. Dragon Jumper is indeed MVP here, but I do think that Kitty has had a immense contribution to this by healing that frontline creature constantly. So as a combination of the Void Dragon and the Biz Kitty getting me that win, and I need one more win before I can actually recommence earning my diamond rewards and using my diamond cards, because that feels pretty important. 60% of the time, he wins every time. He's a great card, Dragon Jumper. Okay, now we're up against an opponent who has also apparently got a Dragon Focus, and we've got Equalizer and Healed Out. So either I can play the Life Leech path, or I can play the Life Leech path. I think I'm going to play the Life Leech path. I'm going to do the Life Leech path probably with Green Splinter, because I want to use a cheap resurrection here. And where is it? And when I say cheap, I mean in terms of mana. It's 5 mana to play, and now I've got 2 slows in play, which is also part of my strategy here, because Screeching Vulture has opportunity, they've got some pretty good speed. I am very, very tempted to use Stone Splitter Orc. Stone Splitter Orc is not well used these days. And every battle I've played pretty much today has been, no, you cannot do any healing. So let's go with Stone Splitter Orc. And there's going to be some... See, my initial reaction was I want to put healing in my team, but it's not going to happen because there's no healing. I feel like a Life Splinter team here is going to destroy me. Let me know if that static is hovering around, and we will see if it fixes things or if it gets worse. I'm going to throw the Brownie in as well, try and maximize that speed differential. Chaos Agent in the rear to do some backfiring and dodging, and we'll see whether or not we get a good outcome. Hopefully it'll be a nice, satisfactory outcome, but I must wait and see. Well, immediately Stone Splitter Orc is not going to have an excellent time, on the basis of the fact that he's not going to be able to do any retaliating against an opponent who does not attack. Just give it a kick in the cables. Well, I've got the cable routed underneath my desk off of my mic stand. So it's difficult. And I literally just touched the cable there for it to go back to perfect for you. So maybe that cable is coming slightly loose on the back of the mic. I am liking Stone Splitter Orc's rage here, but I missed his resurrection. Or maybe it was Chaos Agent that got resurrected. Whatever happened, I missed it. But that's okay. We've got a Spirit Druid Grog gaining power at an alarming rate here. And is he going to be the most valuable creature in all of the Splinterlands town? At the moment, it certainly looks like he might be. We've got we've got 7 rounds of Halfling Alchemist sitting there. Good redemption. But this is going to go down to the wire, I feel. Good speed. Oh, I don't think I've got the stones here. We need a dodge. Oh, he doesn't have backfire. Oh no. He didn't backfire. I thought Chaos Agent had backfire in Gold League. That was the plan. The plan was for backfire to win, and he didn't do it because he doesn't have it in Gold League, and I'm used to playing in Diamond. Oh, that is really, really bad. I think I should give myself a kick in the cables for that one. An absolute kick in the cables. I'm in disbelief. Absolute disbelief. How could I be so terrible at this game after so many years? Alright, well, I'm pretty sure we're going to see Valnamore here. And even though it's Lost Legendaries, we're probably still going to see Valnamore. But are we going to see magic with Valnamore? I don't know. Probably. There's not enough mana, it feels like. But we'll go with the... It's going to be Valnamore. We'll deviate from the script even and use Ouster. Give everybody some magic reflect. And what I want is someone with Void to come in and slot themselves into that front line. Oh, look at this. I'm making a diamond level card by the combination of the summoner. This is possibly going to be the worst experience of my life, this particular battle. I would use Dr. Blight, but there's no legendaries allowed. So we're just going to have to regret the fact that we don't have the skills that we want. But that is life. And chicken can come along too. What have we got here? We do indeed have magical damage. And that is splendid. 6 damage. Thank you very much. The cripple, oppression, whatever it is that Magi Necrosi does. It was a brilliant display. Absolutely brilliant display. And now our magic reflect skills are not going to waste. They're going to proper. And now we just have a Kelp Initiate to destroy. Well, serving the Death Splinters certainly did work for me. It's gotten me my first season chest, but I still need those rating points to crawl back into Diamond Town, where I always feel like I belong. Now, this is frustrating. It's keep your distance, but it's also equalizer. And my opponent, it seems to be a fiery, aggressive-y Splinter user. So how can we mitigate Fire Splinter and 14 mana? Normally, 14 mana, I'd go Llama and Hydra. but no melee creatures stop us from doing that. There's no one who does magic that does a self-heal. That's a really good last stand, unless you go super duper cheesy and use Tortazan Chief or another option like Goblin Psychic, which may just work. Let's do that. It's going to be Goblin Psychic and Llama. This is the reason why I'm going to stay in gold all season. Yeah, that Magic Reflect is going to hurt. And that 5, well, luckily it's only 4 damage per turn. Well, 6 damage per turn if you count the Magic Reflect. And how much am I healing myself for? 5 damage per turn. Okay, I think I might stand a chance here, because now the Magic Reflect is gone. I can't believe this is working. This is upsetting. And this is working. The lack of cognitive load required to put this team together and have it thoroughly destroy the opponent. It just didn't seem fair. It's deviating away from Dragon Quest. Why am I not playing Dragon Quest stuff? That's just terrible. It's actually awful. It's actually terribly, terribly awful. Now, I think it's going to be time to give away some more packs, but we're going to do it a little bit differently. I just need to figure out how to do my thingy-badoo, because those of you who are long-time viewers of me will know that I've used this method of doing giveaways before, provided I still have my thing. One moment. I'm just working on something on the other screen. No mugs up for grabs. No mugs with my mug on them. It would be funny though. Bear with me, guys. I made a Kahoot ages ago, which is a Splinterlands themed quiz, and I'm trying to find it so that we can play it and use that as the basis of our next giveaway. Here we go. Here we go. So we're going to go with a classic mode. And get your browsers and get your phones ready. And jump into this Kahoot here. I will copy the URL here into the chat. So copy paste that into your browser, use your phone, use your browser, whatever, enter with your Splinterlands username, and we will be giving a pack to the top 3 players on this quiz. So we'll keep this open until we've got 10 people logged in, and then owing to the stream delay, you won't know what the answers are, but I will know what the answers are. I will know what all of the answers are. Actually, no, some of these questions, I'll be honest, I've probably forgotten the answers to them. And as a result, I'll probably be surprised by what comes through in the questions. But yes, you will need to copy all of the link and paste because Twitch does funny things with the chat. And hey, Plato Zero, thank you for the raid. Welcome, new peoples. You're going to need to copy and paste that full URL because clicking on it is not going to work. Oh, the double raid. We got Wall Street in here as well. Thank you, Ape of Wall Street. So we got 7 people in. So the instructions are on the screen. What you need to do, you can go to kahoot.it and chuck in the code or use the link, which I will pop into the chat again. We'll be going until we've got 10 people because that is our limit for this. Once we've got the 10 in there, we will start the quiz. And the top 3 people by points will each get a Chaos Legion pack. All right. We've got 1 more and we're in. We've got 10. Let's go. Hey, Plato Zero, welcome. All right. We are going to true or false. Do I have a beard? I never said this quiz would be difficult. It is extremely difficult quiz. If any of you get this incorrect, I'm going to be absolutely betrayed by your... Good. I'm glad everyone got it correct. That is excellent news. It's true. It is the truest of the information. Alrighty. And now we should be moving on to the next question at some point. Got to press this fast forward button. Oh no, I've got to click the next button. I don't know what I'm doing. So this is based on the promptness of your response. Got Team Vanguard's winning, Butops in second, Orsana in third. Alright, another true or false. Blue Splinter lacks life leech. True or false? Now, I put these questions together before Chaos Legion came out, before any of the reward cards, the new generation came out. I don't actually know the truth of this question anymore, but at the time when I wrote this question, it was a true statement. Merdhampier now has life leech, so it was false as of the point of writing this question, but it is now true. Yeah, these questions have not changed in quite some time. That's the fun of this. The quiz was prepared much earlier. Much earlier. But don't worry, there's a few other questions that'll be along those lines. Alright, this one may be a bit of a trick question, but what is the most common color in my wardrobe? And it's certainly not the color that I'm wearing now, so regular viewers of my stream will know the answer to this one instantly. Other people will just be taking random guesses. Oh wow, I'm impressed. 11 people said it was black. There it is. Alrighty, who is winning? We've got Team Vanguard's up at the top. Matt Clark sneaking up into third as well. Alright. This is a trick question. See, I told you it was a trick question. Your options are don't pick this. I don't think it's this. Definitely isn't. Or why pick this? So, I don't even know what the correct answer is for this one because this is a troll question that I put in. This is to throw people off entirely and not be Splinterlands related. So the 2 correct answers that I arbitrarily elected were don't pick this and why pick this? Alright. I promise there are more Splinterlands related questions involved in this. True or false? This one's for double points apparently. The Venari Bonesmith. They get Dispel. Do they get Dispel? It is indeed true. They get Dispel. Alrighty. That leaderboard is a changing. Alright, this one is one for people who know me and have probably been watching my streams for quite some time. I have a cat. What is my cat's name? We've got 11 answers. I'm keen to see which ones are right or wrong. Only 5 of you got it correct. I'm fairly sure only one of you in the chat has met the cat in reality. And we see Matt Clark come up the leaderboard because he has indeed met that cat. Alrighty, true or false? I own a Lord of Darkness. Do I own a Lord of Darkness in my Splinterlands collection? It is false. I do not own a Lord of Darkness. It is one of the few cards that got away from me. I once upon a time owned a Lord of Darkness, but no more. No more I do. You all got that wrong. Alrighty. When did I start playing Splinterlands? Which year? It's a multiple choice here. Go for your lives. It was 2018. I purchased my first packs sitting on Matt Clark's couch. We've been in this for a long time, he and I. Feels like he's got the edge on this quiz. Which is the best doctor? I always get told that I sound like Bob Ross. This is like a personality quiz about me here. No, none of you got that right. Dr. Blight is not the best doctor. Dr. Steve Brule is the best doctor. There's a trick question. Foiled. Everyone foiled. If you don't know what Dr. Steve Brule is, go look it up. It's brilliant comedy. Absolutely brilliant comedy. Alright. This is Who Am I? And I gave away some of the information about this. He is indeed all of the other answers. We have some long-time viewers here who identified themselves as the Pelacor Deceiver. So it is indeed all of the others. Alright, let's move on to the next question. This has never been meant to be a test of truth. It's meant to be a comedy-style quiz. And this is more information about me as a human being. What do I have a master's degree in? One of my favorite things on this list is, given what you've all just seen, you know, losing at Splinterlands is definitely a valid answer. But no, I have a master's degree in visual art because I can make pretty pictures and stuff. Alright, but yeah, losing at Splinterlands, I should be the first person awarded with that degree. Alright. Hail what card? Master's degree in playing Enchanted Defender in the No Armor rule set. Brilliant application of a highly specialized card. And here, yes, all of the answers were indeed correct. This was a trick question. Even the misspelled Hydri also gets to be hailed. All of them are. Hail the Hydras. All 7 of their heads. Because they must have worship each of the heads of the Hydra. What is this? Well, we've got an image of a card, and we need to know which card that image comes from. It is indeed Angel of Light. That one was a very well-known card. And we got Matt Clark on fire in 3rd position here. And now we have a true or false. Life Splinter has the most revives. Is that the truth? I think we saw evidence of that earlier in the stream. Yes, I was stacking Angel of Lights back in the day. where I foolishly decided to exit stage left of Splinterlands for quite some time, and then came back. Now, how do people feel about Life Splinter having the most revives? Because I think it's pretty awesome. Others may feel differently. But we'll move on to the next question, which is apparently for double points as well. And which Splinter has no revive? Again, this is pre-Chaos Legion and pre the new reward cards. So, I don't know. There may be one of these Splinters which now has a revive that didn't formerly. I don't know all these new cards. I'm an old person. Yeah, Fire Splinter. I'm going to say that doesn't have any revive. I also intentionally trolled with the coloring here, so I made Dragon green and Earth blue, but Fire was red because it was the correct answer, and Water was gold for some reason. I put some real thought into the design of this quiz. So we got Team Vanguards up on the top. And how many Splinters are there? And we're not counting neutral. I prefer the answer that is in the animated image here, which is something like 9 billion something or other. And yes, there are 6 Splinters. Did people forget about the dragon? Alrighty, off we go. We've got 4 questions left. So, another famous Splinterlands streamer around. What is Gank's famous card? And of course, Gank used to be a professional poker player, hence the poker chips being fiddled around with on the image here. Archmage Arius is indeed the right one, but we used to trick people into thinking it was Salt Golem, even though Salt Golem is not a real card. But I think it should be, because he can get mighty salty, Gank, and it's wonderful. Where do I live? Is it on Splinterlands? Is it in Australia? Is it in the United Kingdom? Or do I live in a world of my own? I said this earlier in the stream. Most of you know where I live. This one is not a trick question. It's not a trick question. I do like the encouragement about living in a world of my own. And one day I hope to do so. But for now, I live in Australia. But when I did travel to the UK, they thought I was a citizen. So for those of you who thought that I was British, thank you. I'm infinitely less cultured than that. What was the game called on launch? Was it called Steam Monsters? Was it called Steam Monsters? Was it called Splinterlands? Or was it called Crypto Monsters? We need to know. It was indeed called Steam Monsters with a double E, not steam as in the what train is powered on. Okay, we've got a GB Saints coming out of nowhere. And what is the dream car of a Holozor? What car would I like to own? In reality, if money was no object, what would I be seen driving down the streets in? If I could choose, I'd probably be riding around on a Sacred Unicorn from Life Splinter. But only one of you got that one correct. It's definitely not a Lambo. I'm a very utilitarian sort of guy. I do like my hot hatches. Alright, I think we've got a last question, so it all comes down to this. This is some old school story about Splinterlands. Which creature did I write a lore story about back in the day? It was indeed the Spineback Wolf. I wish it was a story about the Angel of Light, but no, it was about the Spineback Wolf. And if you want to know the lore story of the Flesh Golem, ask Matt Clark. He knows. He's created the lore of his own. Alright. So let's see who's won the packs. In third position, we've got GB Saints, and we've got Butops, and the person who apparently knows the most about me, you creep, you stalker, and you creep, is Team Vanguards. So that is that. Let's pop that out into a window and move that onto my other screen. For those who finished in first, second, and third, can I just verify with you that those are indeed your in-game names in the Twitch chat by saying yes? So that I make sure that I am sending the cards, the packs rather, to the right location. All right, I will grab your in-game name there, Team Vanguards. Send yours first, because you did finish first, right? And then we will get the other ones off to their rightful homes as well. I'll grab yours next, GB Saints. Or GB Saints. I have no idea how to speak. I have no words for things. Come on, Splinterlands, you can do this. Transmit the pack. Why is it the infinite spinning? Now we've got one for GB Saints, and then finally we will send the last one to Butops. But it's not yet over. I still have 5 more packs to give away for this stream. And we've got another hour left. So let's send over Butops pack. And then the other thing that I might do here is we have some cards from that beta set that we will be also giving away here. So what we got in that orb pack that we opened earlier was an undead archer, a goblin chef, a couple of molten ogres, and an enchanted defender. Are you serious, Jagged? You got a gold gin? That's awesome, man. That is freaking awesome. Congratulations. All right. We're gonna use a quiz here to determine who's going to get some of those cards. And we're going to see who came forth. It's AI Blaze. You came forth. So you get the first choice of which card you're going to get here. If you're still here, let me know which card you want, and I will send it to you. And that's going to be that giveaway. So you've got the choice of the Molten Ogre, the Enchanted Defender, the Undead Archer, or the Goblin Chef. Ah, alright, Farfai. Well, let me know then. You've got the choice of the Goblin Chef, Enchanted Defender, the Molten Ogre, or the Undead Archer. Let me know which one you want. I will send that across. Undead Archer. Beautiful. Let's send that over to you. AI Blaze. Gotcha. Alright. That's yours. And then the next username that came in the next position is Jagged71. So Jagged, make your choice. I highly recommend you choose the Enchanted Defender, because Matt Clark gets the next choice, and I'm certain that the Enchanted Defender would be his choice. But it's your decision. You can take the Goblin Chef, the Molten Ogre, or the Enchanted Defender. It is your choice. The Enchanted Defender it is. I've got to be creative with this stuff. Alrighty. And that's going across to you, Jagged. Enjoy. And now, Matt, what do you want? If you're still here, is it going to be the Molten Ogre or the Goblin Chef? I feel like it's going to be the Goblin Chef, but we'll see. We will see. We don't get a response. We're just gonna let it sit and marinate. Otherwise, Outlaws, if you get in here, you can have either the Molten Ogre or the Goblin Chef if you get in with a reply first, because you came next. Okay, we got a Molten Ogre for Matt Clark, and I know that's in-game name. It's where all of my flesh golems went once upon a time, and then they never came back. Hey, Bakoni, good to see you, man. Alright, so we've got Outlaws and Orsana. You guys need to fight about whether you want the Goblin Chef or the Molten Ogre. Let me know if you're still here. You're still here. I'm going to play a battle, and hopefully you'll figure out what it is that you want by the end of that battle. We want the end of season was good. Let me play this battle, and then I'll settle the giveaway cards, and then I'll show you how good my end of season was. It was a gold foil legendary. That was in there. One guess as to which gold foil legendary I managed to pull in my end of season. One guess. One freaking guess. Alright. I got this Dragon Quest today, luckily on the first day of the season. No, it wasn't Harklaw. It was not Harklaw. It was Bilka. So now I'm pretty sure I've got a max level gold foil Bilka, which will be the first ever gold foil legendary I've ever had at max level, which feels mighty good. It's only taken me 4 years of playing the game, and I'm disappointed by the fact that I can't play my Dragon Jumper in this because there's not enough mana. What I am going to do, well, what I was going to do was going to play what's-his-face, Kraken, but not enough mana, and rather, not enough mana. What I mean is, not enough legendary cards available for battle. So I'm going to go with this eclectic mix of monsters. Throw this out into the battle. And I'm not so confident I'm going to win here. Shieldbearer is going to get absolutely pummeled by all of my creatures though, which does feel good, but I have no healing, no repair. Well, they have no cleanse, so maybe poison will do some fun things. Shieldbearer's gone, there's no resurrection. I don't know, I feel like we could have a good time here against this enemy team. Provided we can hit the right targets. There we go. I think I should be winning here. Maybe. That's a lot of damage. But now that's far less damage that I have to deal with. Yeah, that's an easy win from there. Nice. Gold foil Forgotten One. This is awesome, guys. Some really nice results out of those packs. Just going to scroll up in the chat here to catch up and send the right cards to the right people. from that earlier giveaway. So we've got the chef going to the Orsana in-game name. And then finally, Outwars is the Molten Golem, which I'll send through next. Now, all of those promo cards came from Matt. And the orb that he sent me that I opened on stream live, and we saw an herb. It's now called an herb instead of an orb. Translate itself into absolutely nothing. It would have been epic, amazing if we got a corrupted Pegasus or something like that. Now it looks like we can still show last season's rewards. So this is what I got back when for last season. We started with a Jared Scar. We got some fairly good caches of DEC. And then just as I thought it was all over, we got the gold foil Bilka, which scrolled through enormously quickly there. And a whole bunch of other random commons and all that sort of stuff. But I'm going to go back to game mode here, try and get myself back into Diamond. Oh, look at that. I am back into Diamond. Excellent news. And I'm going to try and stay in Diamond and hammer through this quest for Diamond output, which unfortunately will end 10 minutes after my stream ends here, which is when Commander Garlic will be joining you all here on Splinterlands TV as well. So we have Spreading Fury and Little League, 46 mana cap. They're not going to be able to Jotun. They may be able to Mylor. I'm going to go with Selenia. I'm going to be spamming ranged things because Return Fire is something that these splinters that I'm fighting, well, the splinters that my opponent has been playing, does not necessarily play or is good at countering on a regular basis. Now, in terms of tank, I think I'm just going to go for raw health. And that raw health is going to be... yeah, I think it's going to be a failed summoner. But I am drawn to the Hill Giant. Let's go to the Hill Giant. Let's make sure Grenadier's in a nice safe spot. Barking Spider is in that second spot as well. And... well, I was correct about them not having Return Fire. But I'm quite afraid of their Blast. Quite afraid of this opportunity. I am glad I have some speed on my side, but Enrage is not going to go well for me. Oh no, everything's missing. I'm not winning that one. Oh, just staying in the Diamond League by 5 rating points. 5 rating points only for the Diamond League. That is terrible. But the challenge continues. It's always tough on the first day of the season. Aim true and reverse speed. So we want some nice, slow, relaxing creatures to stomp about the battlefield and bring about destruction. I think I want to go with Blue Splinter and bring some nice old school cards along. Primarily my Alpha Frost Giant. They're very adorable. They do smashing sounds. They crush their enemies. But they're also really squishy if the enemy chooses to play magic, which is a absolute risk that I'm willing to take. I'm going to sort my cards by ascending speed so we can look at our options. Grenadier is always a good idea. Hey, that rhymed. Everything's always going to hit, so there's no point in bringing Blind along or any such thing. The heal is going to be useful. I think I'm just going to focus everything into keeping Frost Giant in the Land of the Living. And what else? Lobstradamus is very nice for reverse speed as well. And then we're left with 2 mana for that final position. Let's go with the Halfling Alchemist. We'll try and reduce our opponent's ability to do anything. Primarily damage. I am saddened and disappointed to see a cleanse on the enemy team, because that Enrage is going to be very powerful if it triggers, and there's only so little that the Halfling Alchemist can do in terms of stopping the mighty Clay Golem. So it's alpha card versus alpha card in that front row. I just wanted to see a trample happen, but instead I'll have to get my way through thorns. Now, this could be dangerous if I get afflicted, but I'm hoping that doesn't happen. The poison is pretty brutal though. It's going to be a long slog getting through this Cyclops. Quite a few old school cards representing in this battle though. Cyclops from beta set. There was 2 big old alpha cards tanking against each other. Got that beta summoner, beta reward summoner in Daria as well. So some super classic cards. And it's going to be really interesting in about a day's time when we see that change where we'll be electing to play Modern or Wild Leagues. I think I'm going to be focusing on the Modern League because I have more of the cards. But at the same time, I do miss using my old school cards, like my Hydra. I also have a Kraken as well that I don't really use. I think I'm going to be fighting Mylor here, everybody. Looks like I'll be fighting Mylor. It is a Mylor spam city. So we will be doing a dragon, but a fire spam city. Oh, is fire the right choice actually? Because I was thinking about an epic fire card that had blast and sneak. Not going to be the right choice. It's going to be Selenia with Earth Splinter. Then we're going to go with the Snipe, the Scatter Shot, the Sneaky Sneak, the Speedy Speed, and that's probably going to spread my damage really thin. Oh well. It's a shame it's not close range. Grenadier's going to be really valuable to my team composition. I might drop Isa. Let's see who else has big ranged attacks. The stun might be useful, but I think getting them not to hit me will be more useful. Now, who has the most health to come along and be a tank? Let's go with Failed Summoner. See if they can be good at something. Okay, so Operation Bring Failed Summoner to do things seems to be a success. The double triage is frustrating. We've poisoned Queen Mycelia straight out of the beginning, which is excellent news. I have no healing. I am just pure damage here. That is my strategy in its entirety. Do tons of damage, and luckily my Grenadier is staying standing against that Screeching Vulture. And it doesn't matter that the Screeching Vulture is still standing because my Grenadier is hiding behind the rest of everything. And here we go. Another victory. Or by looking at what the enemy was doing with their stuff, and then picking a counter. So we sent them back to Gold League. They lost 19 ranking points. They fell out of Diamond. They went back to Gold League. Bye. There's a certain satisfaction in that outcome. Okay, we have Pyre, but then we have reverse speed to throw a spanner into the mix of the team selects here. So we want to be careful about what we choose, and it's 14 mana. Again, if it was 14 mana, I would normally be going Llama Hydra, because Green Splinter, that Green Splinter is not available. So I think with this particular rule set in play, I might go with Camilla, given the fact that it's low mana. And for stuns, I just want to have a quick look at each of the splinters, because I'm not quite sure who I want to bring along as a reliable stun. I want to bring lots but cheap stuns along. So I think that's pretty good. 3 of them. And sure, we'll try and get them to miss us. And then we'll throw in those guys as fodder, and we'll see what happens. If we can stun Tusk the Wide here, it will be epic. But we're still going to do no damage, and of course we didn't get to stun him because we didn't get to attack first, because guess what? I focused on putting high-speed creatures into my reverse speed team. What have I done? Why have I done this? Oh, I deserve that loss. I was talking about how my opponent was ignoring speed bonuses and that sort of thing. And yeah. I basically put myself on the crucifix for that battle there. And it was not comfortable on that crucifix. Okay, now we have someone who has gone Bortus, Kalia, Zia. Interesting. Kalia, and then more Zia. Well, that looks like a 25 mana team, if I've seen one in my life. So we're going to go as heavy magic as we possibly can within 25 mana to try and destroy a Kraken. And we want to probably go with piercing as well. So I don't know. Let's go Death Splinter, because then we can use a variation of Cheap Blast to try and get into the enemy back line as best we can. Because it is Equalizer, I am very, very tempted to use... I'm playing Death Splinter, so that's why I couldn't see my Blue Splinter card that I was thinking of. I was thinking of putting Kelpinicia in as my tank. That's not going to work. Instead, we are probably going to go with Amplify, Rust, and Shatter, because Blue Splinter does have many armor options. And I'm thinking Cursed Windiku. I believe they are 6 mana. Yes, they are. Now, we want some more magic. If we can sneak in... sort by most magic to least magic damage. I think I'm going to go with Insidious Warlock, suspecting that Kraken's going to be along, because I'd love to do 9 damage in one turn. Whether or not I can actually execute that, well, we're about to very quickly find out. Whether Cursed Windiku can survive for the requisite number of turns is probably a very interesting question as well. Oh no, that's not what I expected. Come on, Lord Arianthus, seriously? Well, there goes my strategy there of using Blast But hey, guess what? This Insidious Warlock is going to be amazing when they get their attacks off. It's probably still not going to take out Arianthus, but we can try. That's all that matters. There we go. Arianthus is gone. Oh, how could we miss? Oh, this return fire is brutal. All these misses are also brutal. At least I don't have to deal with any more magic reflect. Bang, 9 damage. Oh, another miss. Are you serious? How many misses? I'm aware of the fact that the summoner has blind, but this is an absurd amount of misses. Yeah, we're done here. We're absolutely done. Oh well. It was a good thought. That's what counted, and I almost got sent back to Gold League there. 6 points away from that point. But we'll have to get better. Even better. And I regret to inform you all, those who are still here in chat, there's only 35 minutes left in my stream. And I still have 5 more packs to give away. How am I going to give away these last 5 packs? Give me suggestions in the chat. What are we going to do to give away these packs? You can try and predict to see whether or not I'm going to win or lose this next battle. I think we should see reverse speed and trample. I know what I want to do. Ooh, they like magic. They like magic a lot. I like countering magic, but I don't believe there's any trampling creatures that counter magic well. So I am going to reverse speed, so I better make sure my team is slow. I know what I'm gonna do. I know one of my favorite trampling creatures, but they're pointless and useless and just awful against all forms of magic. I picked life very deliberately because this creature is going to need a lot of support to actually stay in the land of the living. Because if my opponent does play magic, they're going to be so fragile. And we're going to go with Desert Dragon because they are delicious. I'm going to bring Silver Shield Assassin. I'm going to not bring Silver Shield Assassin. Actually, they're going to be too quick. I need to remember that this is reverse speed and not make the same mistake I did last time. Yes, exactly. Exactly. You typed it as I was thinking and saying it. Ignoring the delay on Twitch chat, which is to be expected. I think Chain Spinner could be hilarious in second position, but no, that's not sensible. That's not sensible at all. I don't have any reflections. Let's go with a Triage and a Blind to make Desert Dragon slightly more robust. Cave Slug's pretty fun. My whole team strategy here is revolving around that Desert Dragon. And then for 1 mana, those are not great options. Those are all terrible options for 1 mana. I guess it's going to be not the Chaos Agent. We're going to YOLO it with the chicken. Let's go. Alright. Well, they brought a lot of magic, as I predicted. And I brought no counters to magic. And we're going to watch Desert Dragon get put into an ice cream cone. Dragon-flavored ice cream. Delicious for my opponent. And now I'm back to Gold League. So it's a very upsetting times in my Splinterlands brain. Okay, what happens next? It is no neutrals, no armor, 25 mana. I guess I'm gonna go with... I really want to go with Ouster and Cursed Windicoon. And that's exactly what I'm going to do, even though I've got the dragon focus. I've failed categorically to focus on my dragon focus today. Cursed Windiku, that way we've got the thorns and we've got the stuff and we've got the things, and then we've got an amplify. I've got to remember it's Gold League, so I don't have all my skills. But that doesn't mean that Corrupted Pegasus isn't a good idea. We're also going to go with Ancient Lich. I'm just going to try and power my way out of this as best as I possibly can. And then we'll demoralize our opponents a little bit. And then we'll see if we can rearrange that so Ancient Lich isn't the target of instant snipe. And hopefully it won't be a yikes welcome to Gold League, although knowing my luck it's going to need to be 3 wins to transition from Gold League to Diamond once more. But the important thing is it fun? Yes. Am I learning? No. Should I be? Yes. Alright, so I do still have these 5 packs to give away, and I'm not a fan of Nightbot. Otherwise I could just be easy and boring and be like, hey, Nightbot, it's done, it's easy, and all that sort of thing. So I'm looking for suggestions on what we can do to give away the packs. I got plans for my DEC, upgrading my guild. that's exactly what I want to do with my DEC, is help contribute to my guild's upgrades. Because if you calculate how much DEC you need to upgrade a guild, she's a big number. She's an enormous number. Well, my magic reflect is done well. My poor Undead Lich has not done well. And guess what? Undead Lich doesn't even have Resurrect in this league. So I did really well selecting Undead Lich as a member of my team. I believe I did the calculations. If you've got a 30-member guild and you want to max all the buildings that are currently available, you need something like 600,000 DEC per member. It's a very, very large quantity of DEC that's required, rather. It's a big volume of DEC that you need. All right. The other thing that I can actually do here today is we did have our guild brawl end not too long ago. So I can go grab myself a Gladius case and we can open that up and see what we are going to get. While we're on the topic of guilds, we will open up a Gladius case and see what we get. Make me more powerful in our guild brawls. That is my wish. That is my dream. What have we got? Ooh, we've got an epic and a rare. Let's open that epic last. We've got a crash. We've got an Isgald Vorst. We got a Bertrel Gobson. A Relinor Cleaver. I actually really like this card in Guild Brawls. I've used them quite a bit, but what's our epic? It's Trap Falloway with Weaken. So that adds to my guild collection. Yeah, unfortunately just short of being able to grab 2 chests. So Matt is of course my illustrious guild leader here. He convinced me one night over drinks to join his guild. I got 4 wins and 1 loss in the guild, and yes, we did get 2475 merits for our award, and we finished 3rd in our guild brawls, second only to the Furious Chickens and Team Possible Power in this particular fray. So it's been good fun, these little guild brawls. They have been really excellent. Really, really quite excellent. The good old pirate rum. No, I think it was No, it probably was. Yeah, I was drinking Captain Morgan's that night. Yeah, I was. How did you know, Jagged? How did you know? It's like you know us. No, I know you've been around us for quite some time. And we're glad to have you. We've got an opponent who is very keen on Lorna. And there was a little break there for some hippo action. But we've got close rage. Close rage, that's what I'm going to call this rule set. Spreading Fury and close range. Therefore, it is close rage. And I am going to ensure that we use Cornelius. But I'm going to go with the speediest speed that I can speed to make this team as annoying as possible. And I'm going to use Phantom of the Abyss as a tank unapologetically. Actually, it's going to be Genoshan. No, it's going to be Phantom of the Abyss, because they've got dodge. They don't have phase, so they're going to get destroyed by magic, but hey, who cares about that when they have return fire? And we do need that Cornelius. Thank you for reminding me, because I would have forgotten as I put the team together. Where is our mana cost? Where is our Cornelius? Right up at the top here somewhere. Come on. Why can't I see you, Cornelius? Oh, there you are. You're a massive eyeball. I should be able to see you. Actually, Cornelius might make for a great tank. Let's do that. It may be foolish, but we're going to amplify it. Then we've got 3 mana, so we're going to go with a Murderline Guardian, shift that around, and hope that we're quick enough and powerful enough. Oh, that return fire is going to be pretty annoying. Luckily, no silence on the enemy team. So our election of magic attacks is pretty good. Would have been nice to have a dispel. Oh, Cornelius is out of here. And so is my other friend. Now it's just a lowly Genoshanus, a very angry, incredibly mad, very quick Genoshanus, who will be healed and will hopefully dodge all of the magics. But we've got 3 resurrections to get through. 3 freaking resurrections. And yeah, hopefully we don't get hit by that affliction. That would be very, very deadly. Because without that heal, we will fall down and die. Basically immediately. But he is dodging that magic with some mighty fine finesse. Oh no, our second position is gone. Our healing is gone. This is... oh no. He made contact. But the force field. We've still got the healing via Biz Kitty. Can Genoshanus solo the team? I bloody well hope so. Because he is quite literally my only hope. This is rather absurd. It's hilarious, but how frustrated would you be if you were my opponent here? You would be so angry. You're flinging all these crazy powerful magics at a man who is half man, half mermaid, holding these mystical orbs of energy, and you're just missing. And his chest is the size of a freaking river. It's not like Genoshanus is represented as a diminutive, tiny Danny DeVito. The fatigue is coming in now. They are indeed stormtroopers. Stormtrooper skins. If there's so many misses that happen against your creature, all the enemy team transform into stormtroopers, and they start making the stormtrooper rifle attack sound thingy. Ocean man, take me by the hand, lead me to the land. Do you understand, Ocean man? Is that a lyric from a song, or did you make that up there, Almighty Melon? That was a excellent and a fun battle. Alrighty, I still have 5 packs to give away, guys, and I have 19 minutes to do it. So I'm still looking for suggestions. Otherwise, I'm going to ask you all for terrible Splinterlands related jokes, and I will judge you. And then I will award packs to the jokes that I find the most hilarious. So that's going to be my criteria. You have 9 minutes to put Splinterlands related jokes into the chat box. And in 9 minutes time, I will go ahead and select 5 of the jokes I enjoyed the most and send packs through. You know it, Bakwani, jokes, because my life is a comedy. Mostly so when I'm playing Splinterlands. So give me the jokes. And yes, I am still streaming here outward. And then directly after me, we will have Commander Garlic come along, and you will get some super duper high energy from Commander Garlic. But I need to hear your jokes in order to judge you harshly and return in exchange for that harsh judgment a Splinterlands joke. I'm not going to give it to you, Urio. It's the same joke twice. Yes, we have Bawang next. Commander Garlic with his excellent energy. So amusing. I'm sitting here all stoic and cold and freezing because it's dang cold here in Adelaide right now. So just giving me 3 and saving 2 for yourself. Yes, you can enter. Again, I don't think we've got a cast of thousands. We've got only 30 people here, and I better pick my team in this back to basics and close range rule set. We're going to go with Selenia, and we're going to go with Death, and I'm just going to quite literally go with all of the creatures that fit the description, that have good credentials for this rule set. Yes, we will go with you, and then I'm going to hit submit before I run out of time, and we'll see what happens. Oh god, that is so much damage that my opponent is bringing to the battle. So very much damage. Well, we got 1 for 1. I'm looking forward to seeing what ruthlessness my Octopider can elicit on the enemy team. But oh god, do they have... Oh, they've got that last stand as well. Oh, they didn't even get to the last stand, but... No, that was not great. I'm still hanging in there in Diamond League, and you have 7 more minutes before I'm going to judge your jokes. I'm going to accept your entry there, your statement, DJ Bagman, as a valid joke, suggesting that I give you 3 and save 2 for myself. It's not correct there. One saw Kaladin, then Jungle Bongo started playing, and the people started dancing, and when the guy opened his eyes, he was already sinking in lava. I'm not sure I get your joke, Butops. Oh, Jagged, that's great. Yeah, that's excellent, Jagged. I can't judge you on that joke. That's actually possibly like a valid plot line for some unofficial Splinterlands lore. I feel like you could spin off an entire video game about that. I feel like it could be done. We got Little League and Fog of War. And and Selenia Sky is going to come to the party. I'm going to go with Green Splinter here, and we are indeed going to spam as many ranged creatures as we can. And we are going to also include Manticore into the mix and Dr. Blight. Sure. Crazy team. Well picked team, given my opponent. I could have done with some magic reflect of my own, which I do not have, but it's not close range. I may have actually shot myself in the foot here, which is ironic considering that I've got all sorts of terrible, terrible archers on my team. Well then, maybe my Dr. Blight can do something miraculous. I'm going to press X for doubt, but maybe he'll miraculously die, spontaneously combust into a cloud of plague, destroy the enemy team. And here I am, back where I started today, and 1 hour into my actual gameplay here, I'm still at 1 focus chess, because I've been awful. Alright, so far I need to find where my pen is so I can write down some of these winners. And I normally have a pen on my table. And I'm looking around like an absolute madman, wondering where my writing implement has gone. It has vanished. Lucky I have more writing implements. And Jagged, your joke was phenomenal. So your name gets written down in my non-little black book, in my large book, which has white pages. And let's go to some of these other jokes. So there's 4 more left, but Jagged's joke, for those who are not reading the chat, Venari, Crystal Smith, and Acid Shooter are making their own version of Breaking Bad, and Celestial is not harpy about it. Brilliant. And if you want to feel giddy, gleeful as Kitty, with pockets full of biddies, then give me a back today or face Mimosa Nightshade. Threats will not be accepted, DJ Bagman. What is a vampire's favorite ice cream flavor? It's vanilla. I do like that one. What did Kitty say to the desert dragon? Meow. I always call it desert dragon. I don't care. Yeah, I like that one, Hender. I'm gonna shortlist yours. Read out Hugo Strongsword's lore from the guild card. Is that a joke? It's a cracker. Is it? Let's go. Gladius cards. Hugo Strongsword. Where is Mr. Strongsword? If I can type, do I have Hugo Strongsword in my collection? Perhaps I don't. Let's go all cards. Here he is. I do. I was just not looking in the right place on my screen. They say that Hugo was born with a sword in one hand, which he guided through the birth canal with such innate precision that the first life he saved was his mother's. Instead of crying as a newborn, the first sound he uttered was a mighty roar that made all monster flesh crawl for miles and miles around. The monsters knew that they didn't have long until the hero had grown large enough to guide them all to inescapable doom. Oh wow, this is great lore. Thank you. This is brilliant. The tall tale of Hugo's birth could in fact be true, for he is a human born of a woman in Liberia of the Earth Splinter, even though he lives in Chimeria. He is one of the rare inhabitants of the Life Splinter who has migrated there and been accepted by both the locals of the Order and of the Silver Shield. At first, when he inquired about knighthood, Strongsword was laughed at by the entire Cloud Guard training yard. Within a few short minutes, once he had bested 24 knights in a casual pugilistic combat, they stopped laughing. The sergeant on duty petitioned the defender of truth to grant Hugo Strongsword a special dispensation in the form of a Kimian birth prerequisite, and before the sun had set that very day, Hugo was knighted into the ranks of the order. Ever since, he has held an impeccable battle record, and after only 3 years as a knight, he was chosen to represent the Life Splinter in Moxian gladiator combat. The sword is called Infinius. The stories say that it is the very same sword he carried as a baby, and that it has always been inseparable from the hero, and that it has grown along with Hugo. Personal conquests and heroics of the Splinterlands were no longer enough to satisfy that great need for glory, so it was only natural for Hugo to join the tournaments as a gladiator. He even agreed to refrain from slaying monsters in or around the arena, except when explicitly instructed to do so by his Kimian masters. That is a great lore. That is excellent. That is brilliant, Jagged. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. What did the Grim Reaper say when he walked into a shoe shop? I've come for your souls. Oh, that is good, Outlaws. That is good. Isn't my beard a bag of holding? No, my beard is not a bag of holding. It is a incorporeal machine that controls my form, my brain, my body. It moves my mouth. It makes my choices. So you've got to make the assumption that my beard is in control at all times. Which Splinterlands monster is not interested in investing? A disinvestigator. As in a disintegrator, King Koi? It works. Alright, so how does a Murd Hampier become a Murd Hampier? Have a vampire make love with the tuna. Why did the herbalist get a second job? He had too much time on his hands. Oh, that is good, Outlaws. Yeah, I think your persistence here with the jokes and the consistency of them is great. Why did the Dampier infiltrator fail at art? He was only able to draw blood. That is great, Techiston. I love that one. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more. That's 4 total, sorry. So 1 more left to go. And we missed the one by Uriel. What the Colosseum ladies were heard shouting about in the Colosseum rooms? Hull, go Strongsword. And yeah, that lore is pretty crazy. Thank you, Mitch. It's a great beard, if I don't say so myself. So we've got these 4 packs to distribute. So we know that we've got Jagged 71 with their brilliant joke. So we will send a pack to Jagged. Next one goes to Hender. Hender, if you can just remind me of your in-game name in the Twitch chat, I will send you a pack as well. So we've got Jagged with a pack. We've got Hender, and we've got Outlaws. And there was also a pack for Tekistan. So we've got pack 2 distributed there. We've got a pack for Outlaws, which I'll send next, and cool. I'll send Outlaws their pack. Come on, there we go. And now we've got yours coming your way as well. Copy that username. There we go. Now, I've got 1 pack left to give away. This one's going to be difficult. Let's try and predict what our opponent is going to use in the last slot of their team. Okay? Last slot of the enemy team. What creature are they going to use? in the battle against me here. So it's Melee Mayhem, it's Silent Summoners, and it looks like they've been playing Blue Splinter. And with Melee Mayhem in effect, what do we think their final creature is going to be? Let's hear your ideas in the chat. Their backline creature. So their rearmost creature is going to be what? We need to know. We've got one entry from Jagged. Steep Lurker. We've got another entry, Serpent of Eld. We'll find out. I'll submit this team and we'll learn the answer together. And if there are multiple people guessing the same creature, the person who guessed it first is going to be the winner, as per whatever the chat window does. Right, I'm going to go with it's 38 mana, so let's go Selenia because it makes the most sense. I am going to use the Forces of Earth. I'm going to use Jin Chwala in my back line. And because we do have Melee Mayhem, we are going to roll Vigilator and Warchang. Once I find where Warchang lives, we'll knock on his door and say, "Oi, get in the team." I don't think Jin Chwala is actually a good choice. I'm going to go with Retaliate for my back line. And I have doubts about Warchang also. I'm going to go with Can't Fit Carnage Tartan. I've only got 9 mana. I've only got 27 seconds. Oh no. I'm going to go with Venari Knifer for my backline instead. And then we're going to use Screeching Vulture. And finally, we'll use a chicken. We'll put the chicken there. Alright. Let's go. So, Wave Brood. Did anyone guess Wave Brood? No one guessed Wave Brood. Nobody guessed Wave Brood as the last creature in the team. I suspected that it may have been Wave Brood. So, after the fact, DJ Bagman has a 100% strike rate of the correct answer. But I think what we might do is we may pay it forward, this last pack I've got to give away. I'm going to send this pack to Garlic, and then Garlic is going to decide how we're going to give away this last pack, because it keeps you guys watching. Keeps you guys watching, and it saves me from having to come up with another idea and execute that idea to give away the pack in the next minute and a half. So Commander Garlic, can you let me know which account I will send this last Chaos Legion pack that I have to give away to, and it will be your choice as to how and to who to give this away. So let me know which account I'm going to be sending it to in the chat, and it will be coming your way. I will be putting my sound on and listening to your stream in the background while I do other things after this, Commander Garlic, because your energy is so refreshing after I spend 2 hours sitting here slaving over a hot Twitch chat myself. For hours, you know, just telling the people, please stay, I promise, Commander Garlic will be here soon. And look, here you are. And I'm going to play one last quickfire battle in order to satiate my urge for some sort of victory here. I'm going to go with Death. I'm going to go stack all sneak creatures, and I'm going to see how it ends. You may not see how it ends, because I only have mere seconds before Garlic will take over your ears and your life and be all-consuming. It's been an absolute pleasure to be here with you all. Hope you've enjoyed it. I'm here on Splinterlands TV every Thursday and every Monday, same time. And you can check me out if you want to during those times. I'm going to throw this team in, hit submit. You won't see the outcome, but it's been good to have you all. Have a good one, and don't forget to have a wonderful existence. Oh, I won that battle. That is awesome. That is very awesome.